Ness Brothers Real Estate was started in 1961 by my grandfather, Joe Ness. And for over 15 years, I've dedicated my life to bringing you the very best marketing and real estate brokerage strategies to service your real estate needs in Northeast Indiana. Hey, I wanted to do something a little bit different and share an experience that I had that was fantastic and would highly encourage everyone to try for themselves. And that is doing one of these escape rooms. I did one with my dad and brother, loved it, went back 2 days later, and this was on a vacation, and then came back home and just did it recently here in town. It was awesome. So if you're not familiar, an escape room is what they call a physical adventure. It's typically where you're gonna be locked in some sort of room, and there's a series of puzzles and clues and whatnot you have to put together to solve the puzzle, which typically ultimately results in escaping the room. Or we did one where we had to we were robbing a bank and we had to get inside the vault. So it's a series of mini mysteries and clues. They did call it a physical adventure because you have to go around the room and look for things. It's usually a series of locked drawers and doors or a box where you might have to take 2 or 3 clues from the room, put it together to come up with a combination or to come up with a word for a padlock that has a series of 4 or 5 letters, for instance. So it's really cool. They're always timed. You're on a 1-hour time frame, so there's this false sense of urgency, like you have to hurry up and get through it and get it done. It's fantastic. They always have some type of theme. So the one we went to is like a patient zero. There was another one, like I said, we were robbing a bank. There's a variety of them. In fact, there's 2 places in town here in Fort Wayne where you can do them. They usually run about 20 to 25 bucks a person, so it's not cheap, but it's fantastic. Some tips and tricks I would give. One is the communication factor is crazy important. The people that I've talked to that have not had a fantastic time were usually really large groups where it's hard to communicate all the information because you might have 2 people that have clues, but you got to put that information together. And if you're not communicating, it makes it really hard. Typically, the clues are somewhat obvious. You open up a book and there's a paper in there with a series of weird numbers on it. You're going to have to use that somewhere. You just don't know exactly where or when to use it. And then there's always hidden things you have to look around for. So typically the mistakes that I've made when I've done it is that there were things that were hidden that I missed. I should have seen sooner or should have looked more closely or looked at it but wasn't paying attention to it. Like a clock that's at some random time or a series of clocks that are all at different times. So that's kind of an example. Highly recommend it. You'll love it. It's awesome. All right. Take care.